Good day, everyone, especially to our panelists, co-researchers, and to the students. I am Van Clark Armando.
I am Precious Yowin Calderon.
I am Emilia May Idomer.
I am Charis Isabel A. Benigno.
And I am Jesselyn Mendez, and we are the researchers from Grade 12 STEM A. We are presenting to you our research entitled OintGanic, the efficacy of bio-based mosquito repellent ointment and its efficiency to grade 12 students.
Mosquito-borne diseases pose a significant threat to public health, and finding effective solutions to prevent mosquito bites is crucial. Traditional mosquito repellents often contain chemicals that may have adverse effects on human health and the environment. With growing concerns about the potential risks associated with chemical repellents, bio-based alternatives have gained attention. OintGanic, a natural mosquito repellent ointment, is formulated using organic ingredients sourced from plants known for their insect repelling properties. Imagine a world where we can enjoy the outdoors without the constant annoyance and health risks posed by mosquitoes. This research aims to explore the effectiveness of OintGanic, a bio-based mosquito repellent ointment. The importance of mosquito repellents cannot be overstated, especially in areas where mosquito-borne diseases pose a significant threat. We are at a stage in our lives where outdoor activities and exploration are paramount. However, the presence of mosquitoes can hinder our enjoyment.
We, the researchers, are exploring natural alternatives that offers the potential for safer, more sustainable, and potentially more effective solutions to address this urgent public health challenge.
For our related literature, we search for supporting data that will help in providing us insight and use their work as a referencing in research. One of the few literatures we have found is a study from 2021 that explains that we can use plant extract to create a repellent that is just as potent as a synthetic one. Many plants have been used in the past for this purpose, therefore we will delve more into its effects and activity in blocking mosquitoes. Panic also stated in the same field that a plant-based mosquito repellent could also be used as an ointment to provide a barrier for the human skin.
The study utilized the vibrational theory of olfaction or Lukaturin's theory of olfaction, which indicates that the way a substance smells depends on the specific vibrations of its molecules. When these odorant molecules bind to olfactory receptors, they cause a shift in the receptor's energy state. This shift is then relayed to the brain, which interprets it as a particular smell. The theory suggests that organic repellents work by interfering with the mosquito's ability to detect and react to human odors, which implies that repellents might disrupt how mosquitoes perceive smell.
The input shows the dependent and independent variables that causes the problem or phenomenon of the study. The process shows the method that were used to collect data and synthesize the study. And for the output, it shows the product which is organic.
By formulating research questions, we will have a clear focus, specific objectives, and a roadmap for conducting our research. It will guide us in collecting and analyzing data that directly address our research objectives. Ultimately, our research questions will provide valuable insights into the efficacy and efficiency of the bio-based mosquito repellent ointment among grade 12 students.
The research follows an experimental design aiming to directly test whether certain factors cause specific outcomes. The study investigates the effectiveness of natural and artificial mosquito repellents using perceptions of senior high school science teachers. The researchers also employed a descriptive method with quantitative data collection to gather information.
This study will take place at San Pedro Location Center National High School main campus, examining the effects of varying concentrations of oregano extract, 100%, 50%, and 25% of the base mixture, with validation through interviews with 5 science teachers, 2 senior high school, and 3 junior high school teachers from the same school.
For the instrumentation, we have an experimental record that presents information about our experimentation. We asked for help from 3 experts to evaluate our research and to receive proper justification regarding our research paper. The table that is shown is used to represent the data that were collected from the experts' evaluation, and according to the data we have gathered, Our research paper presents high validity for the development of our research subject, which is the efficacy of a plant-based mosquito repellent ointment.
The researchers' experimental study will involve these steps. First, request permission to conduct the study at the school. Second, gather data through observation. Third, store data using cloud-based platforms like Google Drive. And finally, analyze the data statistically.
We, the researchers, ensure ethical conduct by following guidelines, obtaining informed consent, maintaining transparency in methodologies, conducting thorough ethical reviews, seeking stakeholder input, and fostering open communication within the team to uphold the highest standards in the research project.
Descriptive analysis involves using statistical methods such as percentages and the coefficient of variation to understand the variability of variables. It helps us researchers summarize and describe the data in a meaningful way. Comparative analysis, on the other hand, utilizes ANOVA, analysis of variance, to assess changes in independent variables such as different formulations or concentrations of the ointment, and their impact on dependent variables such as the efficacy of the ointment in repelling mosquitoes. This method allows researchers to compare different groups or conditions and determine if there are any significant differences or relationships between variables. By employing both descriptive and comparative analysis, we researchers can gather relevant data and gain insights into the variables we are studying. Using ANOVA, we can compare the outcomes or responses of different groups or conditions to determine if there are significant differences. This analysis technique will allow you to identify the most effective formulation or concentration of the bio-based mosquito repellent ointment.
The table above shows the relation between the time and the number of mosquitoes that approached and came close to ointment for each interval. In the first trial, the researchers observed that within 120 minutes or 2 hours, there was only one mosquito that approached the research product. For the second trial, the researchers observed that within 60 minutes or 1 hour, there were two mosquitoes that approached the product. Lastly, for the third trial, there were six mosquitoes that approached the product within 30 minutes.
The table presents the number of mosquitoes encountered and any observed reactions for each combinations of volume and exposure time across three trials. It presented the analysis of the obtained data within the observations of the experiments. We, the researchers, observed that within 120 minutes, there was only one mosquito that approached the research product. For the second trial, there was two mosquitoes that approached the product. And lastly, for the third trial, there was three mosquitoes that approached the product within 30 minutes.
The table presents statistical measures for time and volume, with p-values of 0.0442 and f-value of 10.5 in time, and p-value of 0.1116 and f-value of 4.971 in volume. A lower p-value indicates greater statistical significance, while a high f-value indicates statistically significant differences between concentrations. Time doesn't provide enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis, so the null hypothesis is rejected. The volume of oregano extract must accept the null hypothesis as there is a significant difference in concentration and time. The f-value is higher than the p-value, indicating that varying concentrations significantly affect the efficacy of the ointment.
The research shows that a mosquito repellent ointment made from oregano effectively reduces mosquito bites. The study tested different concentrations and amounts of the ointment over various durations of 30, 60, and 120 minutes, and volume of 25%, 50%, and 100% to determine its effectiveness. All trials indicate that the oregano-based ointment provided prolonged protection against mosquito bites.
The study confirms oregano extract's effectiveness as a mosquito repellent, suggesting its use over synthetic options for health safety. Additionally, we, the researchers, suggest exploring more plant-based repellents for organic mosquito control.
For our recommendation to the future researchers, we would like to inquire some ways to improve the data gathering for similar cases needed for documentation. Other methods such as steam distillation could really improve its overall extraction process as it removes some excess dirt effectively, as well as improving the quality of the plant extract. For even more detailed examination, we recommend studying the effects of oregano extract to the mosquito's olfactory receptors to gain a more detailed data for the research. And lastly, using other plants that have been proven to provide a repellent activity can be used to compare the oregano leaves' efficacy as a repellent